what we are going to see the NEBOSH passing tips. So the part 1 we have seen the last week, so which is available in our YouTube channels, video sessions, and also the playlist also it's available in overall sessions. You can go and watch it. So now what we are going to see, NEBOSH IGC easy learning. So how we can easily pass the exam. So that is important. So passing the exams are very important for knowing the subject and knowing the overall subject. That is important. So getting distinction is also important for easy thing to do the NEBOSH, because it's all technically occupational health and safety things, and also these are technical part, and also passing the exam is not just other exams, because the examiners they always think about the stuff, the exact what word you are using, how you are writing the exam. So that is important. So these are the 5 easy steps. We can see this is part 1. So this is part 2. What we have seen is part 1. So now part 2, number 1, tailor answers to the scenario, specific situations. So number 1, so when the NEBOSH asks the questions, you have to answer for the scenario, not other things. Normally these NEBOSH questions are all the scenario based. The scenario based means in case of an accident happen in a construction site, what you will do, or what are the steps you have to follow. Then in case of crane mishap, then what will be the course of actions. In case forklift mishaps, what will be the course of actions. So these are the scenario based. In a company, a worker is working at height, then he met an accident in the height. Only one worker accompanied with him. Then in that case, so what will be that is the scenario base. In that case, how you can follow the safety procedure in that working at height areas. So these are all scenarios. When the NEBOSH asks the question about the scenario, you have to use the same specific situation and give the proper logic answer. Logic, safety, answers. Logic, safety, answers. So that is important, because you have to tailor the answers to the scenario, not for you cannot give your own answers. They will ask some scenario. For that scenario, be specific. That is important. When you be specific about that scenario and give the proper headlines and words, more technical words, not like paragraphs. So when you are giving the technical words and also the giving the scenario, you can add some legislative examples. Legislative example means so there is a procedure for each and every activity for construction site or any kind of oil and gas site. But about construction site, a crane mishap happen means so what will be the rules and regulation, especially for UK occupational health and safety rules. So that's what NEBOSH expects. UK rules and regulations, occupational health and rules and regulations. That's what NEBOSH expects. So you have to see the scenario, Then you have to write the answer for that scenario, and then you mention the law, which law, rules and regulation, or which occupational health and safety law is similar to this situation, similar to this scenario. That you have to give two lines. So that will add more advantages for your paper. Then second one is master the command words. There should be a command words. You have to familiar about the NEBOSH command words. There are so many examinations are there where there are so many command words are used, but that command words are entirely different from the NEBOSH command words. You have to master. When you are preparing yourself, you have to see how the command words is there, then how I can apply for that command words answers. Because the command words is a question. For that question, you have to answer. That answer, you have before itself, you have to prepare your side. It means identify means a simple list of points. If it's asked, identify means simply list the points. For example, identify 5 hazards and risks in a construction site means you just provide 5 points of hazard and risk of construction site. That's enough. Not required enough, enough explanation, paragraph, or more elaboration not required. Only 5 points enough. In that 5 points, you have to say that identify means the 5 simple list of points. It means you have to tell the hazards, risks of construction sites. That's it enough. That will give you good marks. Then outline. If it's asked outline means provide main points only. Main points. There are so many things are there for each and everything, but it's not necessary to give all points. So when it's asked outline means you have to provide only main points. Main points means normally when you take a question, there are so many things are there. For example, they are asking about the fire extinguishers. So in that case, fire extinguishers, you are not in a position to elaborate all. You can elaborate only types of fire extinguishers: A, B, C, D, E. Then A for what, B for what, C for what, D for what. Then you have to write it. That's enough. So that's why the main points, you cannot elaborate different types of fire triangle, and so many things are there. You should not elaborate, because when you are keeping on elaborating, then time will gone up, because time constraint is very important in NEBOSH. So for this outline, just to provide main points only and main features only you can provide. Then describe. So this is a describe part. What we have seen: identify, outline, then describe. Describe means give a detailed word picture. Word picture means, as you know, a paragraph. Detailed. Sometimes they will ask about the manufacturing industries. Manufacturing industries emergency drills, emergency evacuation drills. So in that case, you have to detailed picture required about the emergency evacuation drills. So that's what describe. In that detailed explanation, you have to underline. You have to underline important words. For example, evacuation drills, then exits, emergency exits, underline, assembly point, underline, and then emergency response team, underline. So these are the important in the description, the important words you can underline, and descriptive pages as like one page. It's a minimum. Okay. Then you can, next part is explain. Explain is provide clear informations. So you have to give the clear reasons for explanation. You have to provide clear reasons why they are asked that question, and what will be the clear reason means. So for example, if a company handling the chemicals, in that chemical safety, they are asking one question. So in a company, the chemical handling person got injury, what will be your immediate action? So this is a totally explanation. So in that you give step by step, step 1, step 2, step 3. So what you will do, explain it in a proper references. That is important. Then references, reasons, and you have to compromise the examine characters. For example, examiners, you have to compromise that people to give a proper answers, because these answers sometimes they will not go through all the pages. Sometimes they will see only he give the proper technical words or not. In that technical words, material safety data sheet, that is important. Then in case of the chemical, mention that hydrochloric acid, hydrogen sulfide. So in that case, then that chemical, what is the chemical used, what will be the nature of the chemical, then what will be the side effects of the chemical, what are the precautions of the chemical, that you have to elaborate. So that will be the explanation point. So when you are passing, when you have to get the more marks, you have to identify the exact questions and also identify the exact words. For example, identify means how much answers you have to give, that much only you have to give. Then outline, then as I said, you have to give only main points. You cannot give 2-page answer. When you give the 2-page answer, your time will gone up. Then describe means, so just 1 page, that's it enough. Then explain means maybe 1 page plus off, 1.5 page mostly, but the key words are important in that case. So what we have seen in part 2, tailor the answers to the scenario, be specific, then master the command words, identify, outline, describe, explain. So these are the normally NEBOSH, they will ask these kind of command words. In that command words, you first listen the question first. Once you listen, then your side be calm and give the composed be specific answers. That will be the great thing to easily get the marks, more marks. Then time management. Third part is time management and word count strategy. So when you are writing the NEBOSH, when you are writing the exam, you have to think about the time management, because the most of the people, they are in a position not able to get the more time, because in the initial stage, people normally in a position to write more pages. Then after sometimes only they realize time will gone up. Then they started to write fast. But that should not be there. From the beginning itself, you have to make sure you are following the time. So there is a sections. Each section allocate the proper timings. So you have to make sure precise the answer. Outline means give only outline. Explain means do explain. But no need long pages, more pages. Only word count is required. When you give the proper word count, then only you can precise the answer. When the precising the answer, you will get more time. But don't write too much. And story and paragraphs, it will all spoil your image, because once the examiner thought that you are giving the wrong answers in the beginning itself, then you will get reduced marks in latter part, because 1, 2, 3 pages itself examiners realize whether this paper is a valid paper. He studied NEBOSH thoroughly, then only he returned. But the 2-3 page you written more about unrelevant things, not NEBOSH related things, then your marks will be getting low. So that you have to make sure, because the word count, time management is important. You have to follow from the beginning to end. So from the first question to the last question, you have to study the command words. Only give the 2, 3 the asked command words only. Explain means explain. Then when people asking the describe or explain means do some pages. But when it's come to the outline or when it's come to the identify means you do only 5 to 10 points. That's enough. Okay. So time management is very important. You have to make sure you are finishing, as minimum as with more technical words. Then fourth one, use the rule of 10. Don't delete. So when you are doing the exam, use the rule of 10. Then don't delete it. When you delete it, because people thought, examiners will thought you don't know. That's why you deleting. You have a confused mind. That's why deleting. Don't delete it. When you writing, at least write for description and explanation 10 points. For that 10 points, 1 or 3 may be gone, but definitely you will get a good mark. At least examiners see, they will choose the right answers in that case. So rule of 10, don't delete it. So when you are writing the 8 to 10 points, definitely the examiner will decide which point. Sometimes 1 or 2 points may be rubbish, leave it. But when you are writing the 10 points, 8 to 10 points, definitely you have an edge on passing the NEBOSH. Next one is structure with headings and bullets. Avoid unbroken long walls. Avoid unbroken long walls. When you are keeping on writing paragraphs, long paragraphs, then it will not end up. Because the long paragraphs, long answers never will give you the marks. Because the examiners not only correcting your one papers, they are correcting the more papers. So in that case, they are expecting the headings, bullets. So in case of crane operations, means you have to write it crane operation and its parts, and 1, 2, 3. You have to bullet, make it point 1, 2, 3. So unbroken walls of the things definitely will make you, will make the examiners hesitated. So it's better to have a proper way of writing the examination. So in that NEBOSH, normally what people will do, writing the long paragraph, unbroken. So it's not be there. So when you have a questions like that, NEBOSH questions asked about first aid. Can say first aid. Then in that first aid, so you have to bullet 1, 2, 3. Life saving CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. You just write it, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. So CPR. So you have to bullet this one and underline this one, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Then cut. Then what you will do? First aid for antiseptic. Then burn. So what is the first aid? Clean, wrap, bandage. So this is the underlined part. So okay, then in accident, rescue, to ambulance. So these kind of things normally NEBOSH expects, not like a long paragraphs. When you are keeping on writing the long paragraph, never give up the marks. When you are writing the first aid like this, life-saving CPR, then in case of cut, then you have to use the antiseptics. In case of burn, clean wound, then wrap the cotton bundles. Then in case of accident, rescue the victims and send it to the ambulance. So these are the things normally NEBOSH expects with bullets and heading. As this kind of headings NEBOSH normally expects. So when you are writing these kind of answers, normally they are in a happy mood to give the more marks. When you are not doing like this kind of things, just unbroken walls, the pages unbroken walls, not underlining the specific words and also not headings, not bullets, in that case, then the marks will not get that much. These are the easy way of getting marks. So you can easily make your answers like this. Before going exam itself, you yourself have to prepare this kind of answers. Whatever you are preparing, make sure you have to have this kind of answers. So in this NEBOSH easy learning, what we have seen 5 things. So tailoring the words. So about the scenario, what kind of scenario they are telling, that scenario you have to elaborate. Number 1, tailoring the scenario. Then understanding the command words. As I said, Outline means then outline. So how many? You can write 5 to 10 points as per the time. Minimum 5, maximum 10. Then outline, explanation, explain. So these are the things you can make it the command words as per that. Then third part is time management. 30 words count. Word count. Then fourth one, use rule of 10. Then don't delete the answers. Don't delete the answers. So at least make sure 10 points. Then fifth one, always headings and bullets. Bullets required for easy passing tips. Part 2. So when you have a proper command, you have to use the proper commands. So outline, then identify like this. Identify means you have to only identify and give the points. Outline means only outline. Explain means explain. And then these are the command words you have to identify and write it. So first scenario base. So these all the things required UK law references. If it's no UK law of health and safety, occupational health and safety, you write it. You cannot, because this is NEBOSH exam. NEBOSH exam only for UK. So the UK only conducting the NEBOSH exam. It's applicable for all the country, but you cannot mention all other countries' law. They are expecting only UK laws. So you know it, the law about the fire safety, about the chemical safety, about the crane safety, about the construction safety, you write the law. If you don't know, leave it. So, but some of the references you are giving, you will get more marks. So, the under mentioning the key words, technical words, underlining, heading, bullets, the time management is very important. So, that kind of things you can easily get for NEBOSH. So normally NEBOSH is always an exam. People, in first situation itself, for passing the exam, it's quite difficult. So that's why these kind of explanations, this kind of trainings, everyone providing. But these are easy tips you can follow, and also with this easy tips you can implement for your NEBOSH exams and get more marks like 70 plus for distinction. So in that 75 plus for distinction, when you get the distinction, you will get more career opportunity, and also when you go for an interview, your employer or those who are recruiting you, they definitely see your marks and NEBOSH, see you as an impression, or they think that you have a good NEBOSH background. So that will help you to pass the exam, or that will help you to give the good career in your life. So that is the main way. So when you are writing the NEBOSH exam, follow these easy passing tips, then definitely you can easily pass, and also you can easily get the distinction. So that's our aim. So we will see some other live session. So that's the end of the NEBOSH IGC easy learning tips, passing tips and learning tips. So part 1 also available. This is part 2. So still you didn't subscribe the channel, subscribe it, share it, like it. This is HSEMINDSETmm channel. There are a lot of HSE training videos available in our channels. playlist and video sessions and live sessions also there. So you go and watch it, definitely your career gets enhanced, and also you can update yourself from this videos and trainings and experience. I thought you will get all these informations. Keep on watch our HSE Mindset MM channel. You'll get more HSE informations. So thanks for watching. So we will having some other HSE live programs soon. So keep on watching our channel and subscribe the channel. We'll get notification to you for each and every live. Since we are continuously doing the live programs, so when you are subscribing, then only you will get notifications. So thanks for watching. Thank you very much.